Hi, my name is Juan. Welcome to my channel. On this video, I'll be talking about the pros and cons of sauna and cold water immersion. And at the end of the video, I'm going to go over a few templates on how to go about using the sauna and cold water immersion to best suit your needs. Stay tuned. So the pros of sauna: increase muscle recovery through growth hormone, heat shock protein, and insulin sensitivity increase. Growth hormone also has a lot of different health benefits like DNA repair, neurogenesis, anti-atrophy, and increase muscle mass and decrease fat. Also, the sauna will be a detox, so you'll have less brain fog and lower inflammation. Norepinephrine will rise, so your attention, alertness, and also it will invoke an anti-inflammatory effect. Some of the cons of sauna would be that increased levels of a growth hormone or IGF-1 has been shown to decrease lifespan in mice and worms and flies by 50%, but there's a trade-off. If you don't have enough growth hormone, you will atrophy your brain and your muscles, and you'll be frail and weak. And if you have too much growth hormone, your ability to handle oxidative stress will diminish a lot. So a way of counteracting that would be to eat lots of catechins and polyphenols. So catechins would be like apples, blackberries, and dark chocolate, red wine, cherries, stuff like that. And polyphenols also like green tea, dark chocolate, turmeric, anything like very vivid in color, like blueberries would be a polyphenol, and those will help you fight off oxidative stress. So I suggest that when you go into the sauna, you supplement with lots of polyphenols and catechins. Another of the cons would be that you get dehydrated fairly quick, and too much norepinephrine can lead to anxiety. And also, if you spend too much time in the sauna at really high temperatures, it can burn you, but that's only like if you are extreme about it, you know what I mean? And also, it takes longer than cold water immersion. Sauna usually it's like 20 to 30 minutes in the sauna to get a lot of the health benefits, but in cold water immersion it only takes like 5 minutes, maybe 10 max if you really want to, but yeah, it's a bit longer. And also, I forgot to mention, this is a side effect of too much growth hormone, but I don't think going in the sauna will make you produce that much growth hormone to the point where your heart enlarges, and if you upregulate mTOR too much, it can lead to cancer. But mTOR is upregulated through IGF-1, which upregulates mTOR, and if mTOR is activated too much, it can increase your chance of cancer. But those are very high levels of growth hormone, and I don't think going in the sauna would do that to you, increase them to that level, because a study found that going to the sauna 20 to 30 minutes 7 times a week decreased all-case mortality by 40%. So I doubt that those side effects are going on if all-case mortality is decreasing by 40%. So some of the pros for cold water immersion is that it's good for competitions, it's good for athletes that train a lot, it's good for enhancing endurance, and it's faster than the sauna. So some of the cons for cold water immersion is that it gets super cold, so it's a bit painful getting in. It's not good for strength athletes, and not good for daily use if you're a regular athlete that wants to recover. I suggest more sauna than ice bath all the time. So I came up with 4 use cases, different scenarios that could benefit from the sauna and cold water immersion. The first use case, I would say, for strength athletes and longevity, I would incorporate the sauna 5 to 7 times a week, 20 to 30 minutes sessions at about around 175 Fahrenheit. I also suggest you guys take lots of polyphenols and catechins to combat those side effects. So from too much IGF-1 and growth hormone in your system, I would encourage you to eat lots of polyphenols, and that way you'll get the best of both worlds. You'll get anti-aging benefits from the sauna and from a lot of polyphenol consumption. Also, the second suggestion is if you're an endurance athlete, I would suggest jumping in the cold water immersion 1 to 2 hours after training for about 5 to 10 minutes, 4 to 7 times a week. You should gauge how you feel and perform. And if you're getting sore all the time, I would keep it on the low end and do like 4 ice baths. I suggested that you take your cold water immersion plunge 1 to 2 hours after training, so you have a inflammatory response, which should provide an adaptation pressure to grow stronger post workout. So use case 3, for competitions. So if you were just done with your first event of the day, I would suggest hopping in the ice bath, which will increase your performance for the next event. So yeah, like a 5-minute ice bath would do wonders for your next event. So one more use case for the sauna and cold water immersion. This is for people that are injured and want to recover faster and not lose as much muscle in the process. I suggest you guys go in the sauna 4 to 7 times a week at a temperature of 175 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 30 minutes. And I suggest you guys go in the ice bath around 3 to 4 times a week for 5 minutes. Okay, so how this works is that the sauna will elicit a growth hormone response, which will help you to recover faster and will keep your muscles from atrophying. And also the heat shock protein and the insulin should also help you. Increased insulin sensitivity should help you fight off muscle atrophy. And also the cold shock proteins have been found to protect you against muscle atrophy, so that's also helpful, and that's why I suggested the sauna and the cold water immersion if you're recovering from an injury. So if you're an athlete that requires strength and endurance, I suggest you guys take the sauna 4 to 7 times a week, 20 to 30 minute sessions at 175 Fahrenheit, and depending on whether you're in your strength phase of your season or you're leaning more towards your endurance phase where you're more focused on metabolic metabolic conditioning, I would suggest increasing the ice baths from, depending on where you are, like 4 to 5 times a week if you're more in your endurance phase, and keeping the ice baths not too often, to like 1 or 2 per week if you're more in the strength side of things. And always be analyzing your personal experience and tweaking as you go. So this is just a rough outline of what you could be doing and my recommendations. So take it with a grain of salt, and always listen to your body and do what's best for you. And oh yeah, and the ice baths, like 5 minutes in the ice bath, maybe 10, but yeah. But as I was speaking, yeah, just listen to your body, and always do what's best for you based on your personal research, and always consult professionals if you need extra help. And as always, thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next one. Oh, make sure to subscribe and like and comment your favorite part of the video, and see you guys next time. Peace.